I was on the Today Show. Here's Carson Daly, Rockefeller Plaza, Hoda. These are all things I saw on the Today Show.
So you're probably thinking, that's cool and all, but what about the rest of New York? Well, I got you. Here I am in Spyscapes in New York City. It's kind of historical because there's a bunch of the historical things used to communicate back in World War II, but it's also got games and stuff. In the back here we got a world's most famous car or whatever. Over here, I don't know what the stuff is, just cool briefcases and technology. Yeah, it's a pretty cool place, I guess.
These are cryptologist sheets. People use these to send messages back and forth way back in the day. This is the machine. It encrypted German code so well the Germans didn't even think it was breakable. This is the AR-88, and what it is it's a device that the British used to listen into German conversations. This is the actual car used in GoldenEye from 1995. Pretty cool if you ask me. Here is me getting an epic high score. Oh yeah. Here's a car partially submerged on the wall, the significance of which I have absolutely no idea. Here's a bunch of masks from the hacker section of the place. You know what time it is, guys. Yeah, that's right. Time for the Museum of Ice Cream. Here's a table filled with some delicious plastic. Yum. Here's a slide that goes down 3 stories. So there are, I believe, 5 different stations throughout this entire building that you can go and get ice cream from. I'm going to show you all of them on the screen right now. My personal favorite was Cookie Monster, but they're all pretty good.
I'm in a room filled with bananas hanging from the sky in the New York City Museum of Ice Cream. There's bananas everywhere. Here we are inside the Museum of Ice Cream, unsurprisingly, and here's the actual museum part. Look at this. This ice cream cone is from July 9th, 1940. It actually looks way different than the ice cream cones that we see today. Just very historic ice cream stuff, and it's actually pretty fascinating here. What is this up here? Well, it's that. Wow. Interesting stuff.
Here's some pictures I took from the Museum of Ice Cream. And while I'm still on the topic of food, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the New York Pick-a-Bagel. When I went there, I got a muffin, and it was pretty darn big. So I would recommend that getting one of those because it was good, it was big, it was delicious, and then bagels. So you're probably thinking, hey, New York, home of the bagel, great big bagels. I should go to a shop, get myself a bagel because New York is where the bagels are at. But when I went to pick a bagel, I realized that I think their bagels are about average size. I don't know. Might just be the way I was looking at them. Probably bigger. It may have just been the thing that was ordered, but they seem to be average size bagels. But there are plenty of bagel shops in New York. I saw 3, and this is only one of them. So, hey, if you're looking for the biggest bagel in New York, Pick-a-Bagel may not want to be where you want to go, but I'm telling you, they do have good food there. So, I recommend stopping by if you're in the mood for something for breakfast. They're a pretty good breakfast place. Guys, we'll get to MoMa in a minute. I'm just going to show you some sports things I found in New York that you might find kind of interesting.
There are a lot of sports shops in New York, but here's one of them. We got the, I don't even know what it's called, Grand Slam New York. There's a bunch of sports stuff here. It's a huge store, all over the place. There's a bunch of different sports things here, a bunch of jerseys. Pretty cool, I guess. And this is only one of the stories of it. There's
3 different floors worth of stuff in this store. So if you like sports, I recommend it. I don't know why I find this so funny, but they got New York Yankees pacifiers. Now it's time for MoMA. And since I basically just have a bunch of videos from the place, I'm just gonna get these pictures out of the way first. We got creepy baby doll thing. And my favorite, blue monochrome. Alright, I kind of like the art in this room. We got a whole wall here taken up by whatever this is. It's really... And then over here we also have another wall taken up by all of this. But then there's this. I mean, it's interesting. It's I don't really know how else to describe it. I'm gonna get back to you, hopefully on more like Picasso or something. Yeah. This is Pablo Picasso's art here. Girl with a Mandolin from 1910. We're in MoMA right now in New York, and it's a whole bunch of very interesting art here. But I'm gonna show you the coolest stuff, so stay tuned. Vincent van Gogh art. This is The Persistence of Time by Salvador Dali, and it's actually way smaller than I thought. It's cool looking. This picture here, a lot of people seem to like it. It's cool, I guess, but it is... I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this. This is Claude Monet's Water Lilies. Apparently a very popular painting. It's pretty, I guess. Well, I guess this is also Water Lilies. It's pretty big. It takes up literally the whole room, the whole entire wall over here. Man, this guy put a lot of dedication into this art, a lot of time. It definitely took a while to paint all of this. Here we are on floor 3 MoMA, and this is Paso del Quindío, I think. It's just a bunch of TVs. I don't even know who it's by. Gabriel Curry was pretty artistic and created a giant receipt. This is floor 1 of MoMA. It's kind of like an arcade in a way, but it's also like a museum, and it's like a, I don't know, there's a lot of interesting stuff, historical stuff, but you can also like I can touch this and make stuff happen up there. Yeah, pretty cool place. So here's a here, and it's really interesting because there's a bunch of different things on it, and you can click them and they do stuff. So like this one here, it's kind of weird because like you can't really see the quality, but apparently, yeah, see, like if I move my mouse around, it does all this. What's page 19? Yeah, it's interesting.